We are back in the Music City for the first division and away version of First and Joel. Joel A. Erickson of the Indy Star. Joel, we're back. Did you think that the Colts would be, when you looked at the schedule, 2-0 Colts versus 0-2 Titans?
Well, I did think it would be the 0-2 Titans for sure. I definitely did not have the 2-0 Colts. I don't think anybody did, though. I don't think really anybody expected this offense in particular to look the way it's looked through the first 2 weeks. Daniel Jones, I don't think anybody expected to see the kind of play that they're getting from him, where he comes into this week leading the NFL in yards per attempt.
We're going to talk a little bit more about that offensive efficiency later, but one of the big things we have to talk about is the fact that the Colts are winning the injury battle this week.
Yeah, absolutely. The Colts don't have anybody on the inactive list who's there because of injury. Charvarius Ward is back. That's going to be huge because I feel like if he's back, you can't necessarily target Xavier Howard the way the Broncos did last week. They also get Laiatu Latu back. That's going to be big for Cam Ward. The Titans, on the other hand, though, they have the entire right side of their offensive line. Both right guard Kevin Zeitler, right tackle J.C. Latham are out. This is a team that's already given up 11 sacks this season, and they're missing the entire right side of the offensive line.
And this defense has been incredibly efficient. They're one of the top 5 through the first 2 games of the year in fewest yards allowed. What has made them click so well, and how do you expect them to take advantage of that right side of the line?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that they've been willing to come up with a lot of different ways to attack teams. They show a lot of different looks. There's a lot of different coverages. Today specifically, that right side of the line, I would expect to see a lot of stuff to get DeForest Buckner and Latu over there, but not just over on that side of the line, over on that side of the line where it has to be a one-on-one, where you kind of isolate that right guard and right tackle.
The guys all week said, you know, a rookie quarterback, it doesn't really make a difference when you're going against one. Do you think that they're just saying that, or do you think that it really is going to make a difference?
I think they're lying. I think they're lying. I think it matters a lot, especially against a defensive coordinator like Lou Anarumo. He's known for changing things up. It's not going to be the same picture on either side, and so he's going to give Cam Ward a lot of stuff he hasn't seen before.
All right, Joel, what are your keys to the game this week?
Well, number one key to the game, kick some extra points, not field goals. We all love Spencer Schrader. We like watching him kick some. They need to get some touchdowns in the red zone instead of the field goals that they've been kicking in the first couple games. Number 2, keep protecting the football. Games like this against teams that are struggling, teams that are rebuilding, the way you lose them is you make your own mistakes. That's turnovers. This Colts team has not turned the ball over yet. You don't want to give the Titans chances when they don't have them. And then the last one is just corral Cam. We talked about this before. They've given up 11 sacks, but Cam Ward is very mobile. He can run around and do a lot of stuff. I think everybody saw the touchdown where he rolled right and threw back. I think that's where Latu helps, but the entire defensive line has to keep him in the pocket in a way to keep him turn those into sacks and not scrambles.
All right, Joel, what is your prediction for this one?
I've got the Colts winning. I just don't think, especially with the Titans' right side of their offensive line out, it just feels like a big difference in talent to me.
Excellent. Joel A. Erickson, check out his work in the Indy Star. We'll have much more with him coming up after the game, and we'll be right back inside the Blue Zone.